Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avernum 6. We are briefly back in Patrick's Tower because, while we did not find that final Kytrak, or Scuttler, that I originally set out to find last time, we did complete this Sentinel test. I found and tested your constructs. Sorengard shakes his head, irritated. Once again, our control fails at a distance. But the break in control is very interesting. The nature of it, I mean. He walks over to a magical barrier and mutters a few words. The barrier fades. Please feel free to take what you find beyond as a reward. Happily, while you were gone, I had several ideas for what to do about the Sentinels. If you wish to continue to aid me, I have even better rewards to offer you. Okay. I suppose that I can test your Sentinels again. Is it going to be the same, just more painful? Because I'm not sure that we can actually do it right now. Then I will travel out first thing to make the necessary modifications. Proceed as before, but tell the sentinel in the center Sorengard commands. Wait, huh? Sorengard command. I think previously it was Solberg commands. Okay, Sorengard commands this time. Be wary. If I'm successful, the sentinels will do a superior job of acting in concert. Great. You will need to be prepared to prevent any injury. Fortunately, their onslaught will be very brief, only long enough to see if they function in concert. Is there any way to test these things that doesn't involve being blasted with spells? I'm pretty sure they didn't blast me with spells. They just punched me last time. And each other. Yeah, okay, so, I mean, he says very brief. If everything works according to plan, which last time it sure didn't. I mean, if they really all attack us this time, and, you know, you have no other choice but to start the fight completely surrounded, which is, you know, problematic. If they all attack us this time, I'm pretty sure we can't survive more than one round. In fact, even one round, they'll easily be able to kill one of us. I mean, I'm gonna give it a try, but I'm not sure that we have what it takes. I wish this was the case. It frequently worries me. However, Horan assures me that I'm merely being excessively sentimental. Horan being the botanist we're working for, who seemed a little bit deranged. So yeah, I'm sure she's a perfect judge for that kind of thing. The proof of the pudding is in the eating, and the only way to see how well something fights is to fight it. Right. To fight a dozen of them surrounded completely. Yes. Rather than, you know, one or two at a time in a more controlled environment. Mages and their logic. And their utter lack of concern for lesser creatures, such as non-mages. Well, we do have a quest, but more importantly, we have the first reward here. And is this gonna keep snaking inwards, or is there just one big room after this? We'll see. Hey, pincers, awesome. Piercing gloves, +1 to anatomy. Interesting. Steel gauntlets, 4 armor, no downsides. Okay. 6 armor, but downside. I don't know. Do I downgrade his armor? I mean, it's not like the minus to hit chance affects him particularly right now. Maybe eventually I'd like to give him something more powerful. Also, wait, is he actually... Also, he's already at strength 3, I suppose, because he has the same encumbrance limit, but why? What is so much heavier? I guess he's carrying a sword that Lulu is not. But she has the shield that's a bit heavier. Everything else should be pretty much the same, right? Pretty much, yeah. Okay, yeah, I guess 6 extra pounds for a shield would do that. Yeah, that would put her at the exact same encumbrance. So that makes sense. Piercing gloves, though. Anatomy. She has just armor. Yeah, I mean, it's not like any one particular person needs the anatomy. It's just about the... Oh, wait, anatomy. That's not even... I'm just being dumb. That's not first aid. Or, yeah. No, anatomy is... It does help with first aid, okay, so that's why I made that connection. It aids you with fighting humanoids. Your blows will do more damage against humans and similar species. Blows. That might include ranged attacks, so it might not be completely wasted on her. Well, I'm gonna put them on her because it seems to make sense. Anatomy, you know, for our physician, basically. Heavy boots? Oh, yeah, sure. You have heavy boots already. Wonderful. I'll take an upgrade then. An unambiguous upgrade. Hey, yeah, you can even have those old boots back, Mr. Sorengard. Steel gauntlets, of course, can be sold, so we will take them and not worry too much about, yeah, maybe minor adjustments here. For now, that kind of min-maxing is not necessary. Alright, well, back to the Sentinels, I suppose, and we'll see how that goes. We still have that Steel Ward. Come on. Steel Ward scroll to use, potentially, if we end up needing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with the middle construct. Why is this one not having its name displayed? What? Because it's at the edge of our... Yeah, okay. Of the fog of war that's barely visible. I mean... Okay, save. We can activate it from here. Not completely surrounded. Hold on. That is good. We just saved. We're gonna do this. Sounds maybe a little bit loud on my end. Haste is definitely potentially useful, but I will also try to slow them down as soon as I can this time around. And yeah, it's not like we have much else in terms of options here. We don't want to fight back still, so we really only need our protective stuff, which is, well, basically just protection right now, and possibly Steel Ward. Yeah, okay. We'll see how this works. Sorengard commands. When you issue the command, the Sentinels instantly come to life. They stand up straight, they extend their arms, a surprising array of spikes and blades emerge, and then they move forward to attack. Sorengard has made real progress with the Sentinels. They look around, carefully analyze all potential targets, and evaluate the information. Then they identify their foe, you. Great. And they are indeed all hostile now. I doubt we'll get a chance to... yeah, to do anything like that. Ooh, that's not great. Yeah. Jesus. Yeah, well, it's I doubt Steel Ward or whatever is gonna change anything about what just happened. I mean, try slowing them down, and maybe one or two of them are gonna skip their turn. Ow. And that's that. Cool. Can I please just reload? Yeah, well... how exactly are you supposed to survive this? Maybe if I had... if only I could at least click on inactive... oh, or, you know... mouse over... not unlocked skills to see what they will do. Is the kick something that stuns, or is it literally just to push an enemy backwards? I think this one here is an actual stun of some sort, but yeah, it's gonna be a while before we have any sort of crowd control that we could use. And Daze, of course, does not work against these. At least I'm pretty sure it never will. I mean, I'm gonna try the Steel Ward, see how much that does, but I really doubt it's gonna make that big of a difference. But you never know. Steel Ward, come on. Sorengard commands. Okay. I mean, it does reduce the damage significantly. Oh, yeah. And then, of course, everyone attacks her. And she still dies. The thing is, I mean, we're not really getting any experience for kills here, so if anyone dies, I guess that's not so bad because they're not missing out on anything. And everyone should get revived if at least one of us can make it back to... can make it back to somewhere. I mean, we survived a little bit longer, but if it's at least 3 rounds against this actual onslaught that we have to survive, then I don't know. Okay, what's the shielding potion do, actually? That's yet another effect. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna try everything I have here. Seems like I absolutely need to use this if I want to have any kind of chance. What else do we have? Acid shower. I mean, yeah. All the offensive options, of course, are not helpful. I mean, maybe Terror Wand if it could make them run away? I guess I can give that a try, although I really doubt it's going to work against constructs specifically. You know, if there's any kind of creature it wouldn't work against, it's constructs. Also, Spine Shield, I don't know if Spine Shield adds extra defense, or if it's just a, you know, retaliation effect. I'm gonna test it just like this for now. So I've got commands. Oh my god, okay, well this was just unlucky. We took even more damage now than we did last time without the shield potion. That's certainly not what I expected. I guess I just got some exceptionally lucky damage reductions in there. Or, you know, low damage rolls for the enemies. I can use that. Actually, just use one of these as well, because why not? It is yet another kind of defensive effect. I mean, it's really not defensive. Just passive offense, in a way. What else did I... Oh yeah, I wanted to try the Terror one, but I didn't even get that far. Strongguard commands. 21, 17, 29, and we barely survived the first physical attack, so then comes the fireball, of course. Yeah, so that did not look any better than last time. Really disappointed by that shielding potion. We took both more physical damage, pretty much across the board, from all their punches, than we did in the one round I did without the shielding potion, and we also took more magical damage. So whatever it's supposed to help against, it seems to be a very minor effect. Oh well. Terror Wand. Oh, it does stun. I mean, that's helpful. I don't know if it makes a meaningful difference in this case. I just overcame the terror. Okay, cool. So that can happen. I mean, I'm gonna try dazing, but I'm pretty sure they're just completely immune to it. Yeah, seems like it. And that guy was not stunned at all. You lied to me, game. So much for that. Wonderful. Okay, I was really thinking that maybe we could survive one extra round this time if this guy doesn't shoot. Because that's basically a one-shot, no matter what. Yeah, I mean, that was literally 105 damage, more than any one of us has. And GG. Yeah, in fact, I cannot reload while the combat is going on. Cool. Okay. Well, this is extremely disappointing, or not disappointing, just disheartening. How will I ever survive this? Without, short of just drinking invulnerability potions. I suppose I could maybe get away with one invulnerability potion. Because initially they will all focus their attacks entirely on Ayali. And if she just stands there and takes all the hits, and no one else ever does anything to draw aggro, I guess that would work. But man, that seems rough, having to sacrifice one of those rare items, assuming they're even in the game. Of course, we haven't even found one yet. Yeah, I mean, for now it doesn't seem like there's anything I can do. So I'm just not going to. And instead, we're going to move on and see if we can make any progress here. Okay, there's the quest marker, but we knew that pretty much. Alright, and this over here is the claim, I suppose? They're right next to each other. Claim checks, yes. Over here is also claim checks. Right. Okay, anyway, we're gonna hug the cliff wall here, basically, for the time being. There's a digging spot, yeah. This looks like the kind of structure where they would sneakily hide something like that. Oh, hey, and there's the final Packmaster. I think, final. Of course, we don't get quite as much of a surprise attack on them. That was a weird choice, walking there instead of there. You could have walked there. It's both shorter and doesn't include walking past enemies, so yeah. Pathfinding AI in all of these games has always made no sense. It's never made any sense. And never will. Look, why can't all enemies be like this? I suppose that would be kind of boring, but... Why... I don't know. Why can't more enemies be, tough but doable rather than either trivial or completely impossible? I guess that's not really true, but... I have just been running into a bunch of just completely impossible things lately, or that's what it feels like. Control foe, I think we have, yeah, some of those. I mean, I guess I could have tried that. That's another thing I could potentially try. A non-lethal means of, removing those one or two of those constructs from the equation. And it's not something that I tend to use in normal combat anyway, so... Should I? I just kind of doubt it's even going to work, though. It's the thing. And it does deal damage. I mean, it's not going to kill them. They're very tanky. So, I probably don't need to worry about that. The question is taking two of them out of the fight gonna make the difference that I need? If I can take out the fiery construct, or whatever, that would already help. But the others are still gonna just pummel us to death. But it might be worth a shot. Plus, we have now taken out the final pack leader thingy. Okay. Position ourselves. We might be able to talk to it from even further away from here. Let's see, it's worth a shot. So we still activate all the defenses that we can. Yeah. I don't know, I kind of don't want to use my steel warp, because that one seems to be actually doing something. The thing is, maybe, you know what, maybe the thing is, the reason why I didn't really seem to see any improvement from using both Steel Ward and a Shield Potion is because it has the same effect. And while it does display both buffs, they don't actually stack. That might be the case. Also, of course, we want to heal you up fully. It could be. I'm gonna have her drink one of these potions, which I also basically never use otherwise. Surrender commands, okay. Do we get to use an item before combat starts? No. Oh, well, in that case, we're just dead anyway. Well, I mean, not all of us. Well, I mean, kind of. We're just not going to survive long enough to do anything meaningful here, but... Oh well. I'm going to try... Wait, 1, 2, 3... Why is there only 4 of them here? Oh... And we still died, despite that significant advantage. Overcame the terror, wonderful. Well, let's see if this even has a chance of working. Resist the charm spell. Yeah, honestly, if they're immune to daze, they're probably just completely immune to any kind of mental effect, which would make sense because they don't have a mind. Huh. And this thing decided not to shoot a fireball. Oh no. So we could potentially actually survive this? Is that what you're telling me? By virtue of just not aggroing all of them? Okay. Hold on. I mean, I see the others here. They just didn't join the fight last time. For some reason. Could I potentially talk to this middle construct from even further away? In a way that aggroes even fewer of them? I mean, we'll see. Suddenly, though the test has not been completed, the sentinels stop moving. Ah, yeah. I mean, there is some cheese protection. I was kind of expecting as much. But I thought, so long as we didn't move away too far from the range where we, you know, were obviously allowed to initiate the combat in the first place, it would be fine. Stay within a certain distance, yes. Okay, cool. Well. I mean, this worked, and we're dealing with 2 less constructs than we could otherwise. Oops. Okay. Steel Ward just seems to do by far the most... make the biggest difference here. Yeah, but I mean, okay. Either leveling up a bunch, or finding a invulnerability potion that I'm willing to sacrifice, basically, I think would do the trick, but... there's a very slim chance that we might be able to deal with this right now. Which, if this is considered a higher level later game quest that we're just not really expected to be able to finish right now, then... oh, God, that damage though. Can I take more 11 damage hits like I did that one time? This is just absolutely nuts. Yeah, okay, you know what? Screw that, it's just not worth it. I was thinking that, you know, if we could somehow make it through, and I feel like there is a tiny chance that with just incredible luck, we might be able to pull it off. Then we would probably get some really good rewards unlocked, or potentially at least. But, yeah, again, just not worth the headache. And time invested. Okay. No getting through here. Patrick's Tower experiment access. Quarantine is in place. Defenses are active. Do not enter without authorization, which we thankfully do have. Oh, digging spot. Flawed crystal, that's fine. Better than nothing. Is that... no, that was not a door. Okay, let's not wander too far off. Let's focus on this thing. You're at the entrance to the Patrick's Tower experiment halls, and powerful defenses are in place. At least that's what the obelisk outside said. It looks pretty quiet and unthreatening. It is an impressive stone hall. The floor is covered with ruts and scuff marks bearing testimony to the many hundreds, thousands of supply wagons that have been brought through here. And yet, there are no visible guards. Odd. Or are there? Well, maybe there would have been if we didn't have the bracelet or whatever it was. And these statues might have come alive. Yeah, I mean, it has to be something like that. Now, of course, part of me kind of wishes we had tried that. Just going here without proper authorization. Or leather helmets, huh? Okay. Thanks, but no thanks. Also lights, because this place is so dark, obviously, that we need a light source. Not. Okay, shock troop sentinels. Friendly. Should remain that way, too. Surely this place's defenses aren't going to be completely malfunctioning or something. It seems that you have found the guards for the experiment halls. There are 8 sentinels in this hall, magical constructs created to mince intruders. Their heads slowly swivel toward you when you enter. You finger the turquoise bracelet you received in the tower, desperately hoping that it works as promised. But surely it will. Seems like it. For now. Beautiful crystal. Okay. Battle crystal. Battle blessing. Is that just replicating the priest spell? It seems like it would. Although that was called war blessing? Hold on. That is called war blessing. Okay. You can still have that. Maybe it's a stronger kind of blessing. Oh. Venomous worms. What exactly are we supposed to do here? We aren't supposed to deal with worms, right? Yes. An irritating worm infestation. Most are nearly harmless, but the spiny crawlers can be quite dangerous. 5 spiny crawlers. Okay. And other than that, obviously we are supposed to look for the blighted fungus in the Great Cave. No, okay, that's... Yes, maybe we'll find that here, but that's not the one. A. Patrick's Tower? Yes. Now, where's the test the mushrooms? There it is. Eliminate the fungal monstrosity that is lurking near the test subjects. Right, squatters. Fungal monstrosity. Is that the one that used to be Horan's assistant? Whose head was replaced by a fungus? Something like that. Finally release the spores to complete the test and return to Horan. Alright. Okay, just go here, eliminate everything, and... yeah. So these are not spiny crawlers. So they're just on our way. And not part of any quest. But that's okay. Where will you be able to shoot from? There, apparently. Okay. Venomous worms dealt with without being poisoned. That's good. Also, I was seeing at the map... Oh yeah, okay. I see. That is connected to... Oh, this is where we fought the rat? Yeah, the rat hive mother. Okay, or hive queen. Okay, and we saw these tunnels here, but... can't even... Obviously we can't climb up this kind of cliff, but we cannot even jump down it, even though you'd think that maybe that should be an option. But nope. More venomous worms. Well, these are actually really weak. I never even checked. Yeah, 33 health only. Not a big deal at all. I actually just wait. Oh, where'd it go? Might have tried going around that way? Yeah. Can we get to it? No. What? What's that? What? What? So the enemy was there, right? And I clicked on it, and the AI wanted to walk north of it instead of here to attack. Why? Just why? I'll wait. Yep. I was thinking that you probably wouldn't be able to to reach us here. Okay. You know what? Let's head down here first. This starts feeling more like a potential dead end, perhaps. Although, maybe not. You never really know. No, actually, I mean, if anything, to the north seems more like just natural caverns that happen to be connected to this place. Except, never mind, you totally have to go through it. It's clearly part of the facility. Even though here is some more obviously human construction. Weird. Yeah, I guess it's all obviously part of the testing tunnels. More venomous worms. And I saw another one somewhere. Oh, you're not gonna... Oh, actually you will reach it just barely. And there's a spiny crawler, finally. Okay. Can you take this out? You know what, I'm gonna play it kind of safe and use a wall-end blow and completely miss. Both attacks with 90% hit chance. Yikes. I'm not sure how bad these spiny crawlers are. Ah, okay, well. I was gonna say, but I will focus on taking out the venomous crawlers, venomous worms first, because I really don't like being poisoned. Then, of course, more poison crawlers, poison worms came along and immediately poisoned me. Oh well. Okay, again, I did not click there, right? I was clearly clicking on the enemy, and the AI, instead of walking here, north of it, to attack it, decided to walk here. Am I the idiot? Am I doing something wrong here, or is this actually stupid? There, it worked as expected. Okay, thanks for the one-shot fireball. I like that at least. And that kind of thing is exactly... I mean, I might have misclicked. It's not completely impossible, but I don't think I did. And it's the second time within pretty short time that something like that happened. So, you know, it definitely feels like it's a problem with the engine. And, you know, it doesn't feel great. That shouldn't be a thing. But oh well. I'm maybe gonna get used to it and try to be more careful about preventing that kind of thing in the first place, to the extent that it is preventable. Yeah, but that's why in the more modern versions of the engine, the function that displays the path that your character is gonna walk is such a godsend, because that helps with that exact kind of problem, of course. But oh well, it's not in this game. You enter a huge chamber directly underneath Patrick's tower. This is the heart of their botanical research, and it makes your mouth water. In the dim green light, you can see many rows of mushrooms, healthy mushrooms of 4 different strains, kept down here painstakingly quarantined from the blight outside. Yeah, come to think of it, did we go through any kind of decontamination or something? Because if not, so much for, you know, keeping these mushrooms safe from the outside blight. Oh well, I'm sure it's gonna be fine. But these marvelous fields of food are not unguarded. There is indeed some sort of infection here. There is a workshop and control center in the middle of the area. Some sort of shambling, vaguely humanoid mass is standing up there. It has at its command packs of slimy, nasty worms. They slither out into the fields of crops and then return. They're hideous, gassy little beasts. The shambling mass must be the foe you were sent to purge, so that the experiment can be completed. However, if you are unable to winnow away some of its worm guardians, attacking it would be extremely dangerous. Thanks for the heads up. Also, high warbling moan echoes through the caverns. Interesting. And somewhat unsettling. Hello? Where? Oh, lava worm. I'm not checking any chances here. Because I'm sure if I don't carefully maneuver my characters through each other in corridors like this, they would definitely try to take the extremely long way around. Because that's how this has always worked. Except not in this case, because apparently there was no connection, but yeah, as I said, I'm gonna try to be safe rather than sorry. Also, again, why take this extra step? In this case, it didn't screw me up, thankfully, but it could have. It's just so pointless. So unnecessary. Okay, Plague Greaves. Hey, there we go. 6 armor, 7 stun resist, and super bulky. Okay. You get this upgrade first, because your hit chance is not quite as precarious as it is. Iron Breastplate, yeah, that's just what you both have, so that one gets vendored. Let's see here, 5 points, I wasn't saving up anything. You do have 3 strength, of course, yeah, okay. Quick action, no. Actually, once again, I don't know why sometimes I just look at the cost and my brain just I don't know, cuts out everything else. It makes no sense. Mage spells, which we can't increase because it's way too expensive. I mean, I will eventually want to increase that. So, if I could spend only 2 points, next level I could increase mage spells. If I wanted to. But we've already run into a situation where a skill trainer wasn't able to train us any further because we were already too good. And I kind of hate that system, and I think maybe at some point, also in a later iteration, it's changed in a way that no matter how highly you've trained your skill using skill points, you always get up to 2 levels of training from a trainer in addition to that. So somehow the game keeps track separately and doesn't just give each skill trainer a maximum level to which they will train. And if you've already invested too much in a skill, then you're just out of luck. You don't get the additional training, even if you were willing to pay the sometimes exorbitant fees for it. I just think that's a stupid system because it just encourages you to not increase your core skills and wait until you find a trainer for it to, buy the training first and then invest your skill points. It's just, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. It might make logical sense in universe that, of course, if you're already super good at something, then some random trainer might just not be able to teach you anything new. But in terms of game mechanics, it's just not a very good system. Oh well. Anyway, rant over. Let's see here. I mean, we kind of need some more nature lore. Of course, it's more than 2 points, so. You know what? Let's increase that and some hardiness. Let's just, get some extra utility and some defense and, those minor things on the side that we also want to increase every now and then. Maybe next level up I'm gonna see if I can save up the points for an eventual mage spell level increase. Oh, and there's just another access to the same main cave. I see. More long, low moans echo through the caverns. Sure, that's nothing to worry about. Okay, those worms don't even worry about us. Nothing here? Really? Nothing. Oh, okay. There's another spiny crawler. How many was it again? Worms. Tunnel worms. 5 spiny crawlers. Okay, so that would be number 2. There was a... Oh, never mind. There was a nothing. Oh wow, the thing was able to shoot further than I expected. Okay, sure. Have I mentioned that pathfinding does not make any kind of sense? Yeah, didn't expect that to hit, really. Oh, kind of doubt that here I'll be able to get anywhere, although... Actually, you totally will. Oh, and there are a lot more of them than I expected. Oh dear, this could be really bad. I don't know that this is going to kill them. It's probably going to fall just short. Oh yeah, yeah, that was a problem. Oh? Never mind. Somehow... it was not. I have no idea how that worked. How that was not absolutely devastating for our poor mage. But that worked out. Okay. No drops from those things. Alright, fair enough. I guess worms have no pockets. No switches here. And we got some sort of central chasm here. Is there something gonna climb out of this? I mean, that usually happens. I had to take one extra step. A deep chasm dominates most of this room. The shaft extends out of sight both up and down. There are 3 enormous wolves curled up by the edge of the chasm. They were asleep. The moment you entered the chamber, their sharp noses detected you. They leaped to their feet, snarling. They were set here to guard the tunnel, and they are very disciplined. They aren't attacking you yet, but that will change quickly if you get close. They really are quite large. Very impressive breeding on someone's part. Okay. Trained warg. Very healthy. Pretty unhealthy for me, probably. What? Oh. Wait. Interesting. Actually emerged inside this structure here. Okay. That's unexpected. I don't know why. Okay, those wolves, much more manageable. Can you carefully maneuver around and attack this wolf? Nice one, nice one. Okay. Oh, oh, you're actually not out of action points. That's fine. Stab. Nice. Okay, nothing here except there is a nest, which has some coins in it because reasons. Canines are known to be drawn to shiny objects and bring them to their nests. Wait. Sure. You have finally tracked down the squatters you were warned about. Oh, this is where they are. Kind of random, but yeah, I mean, okay. Sure, obviously there are signs of human settlement, human, civilization in this particular place. But then the entire facility has been made by humans. So I didn't necessarily think of this being where the squatters would be. But then I guess this is a more hospitable place than the actual caves below. Right. The squatters. The infiltrators that snuck into the complex and threaten Horin's delicate experiments. Here they are, and you aren't impressed. They have weapons and armor, sure. Leather jerkins and dented rusty blades. They leap to their feet and draw their weapons when they see you, but their inexpert positions and trembling hands show a profound lack of skill. The squatters are just that, squatters. Though at least one of them is skilled at training wolves. They're just desperate, hungry people. It is a difficult situation, but they have to leave this place. Yes, indeed they do. Right, and I had been wondering if there would be a diplomatic solution to this, or if it would have to come to violence, as it usually does, to be fair. Okay, let's see. The pile of skulls here is not necessarily making me... not necessarily helping me convince that they're entirely peaceful. These skulls are old, dusty, and enormous. Perhaps a colony of giants once lived here. Okay, never mind. It's not necessarily... doesn't necessarily say anything about these squatters. One of the squatters, who seems slightly less incompetent with his blade than the others, stands at the front of the group. His sword is actually quite nice, maybe even valuable. Must be a family heirloom. Well, okay. He says, "Halt there, soldier. We have no quarrel with you." You might, though. "I am Dara. This is our home. We are doing no harm here." Unfortunately, you are. We must ask you to go and leave us in place. In place? Well, in peace, but also leave us in this place. Where are you from? We hail from Darmon. The food there was too scarce and the law too harsh, so we left to find our own fortune, a place where we could keep to ourselves and be left alone. How did you get in here, past the sentinels? That's exactly what I was wondering, actually. Sentinels? We saw no sentinels. We slipped in through a mine tunnel. It was a hard climb, but we know how a rope works. Nice little jab. Yeah, okay. So they came in exactly the way that I was talking about earlier, where, you know, you'd think that people would be able to make it down that cliff. And indeed they did. Who trained your wolves? Your words strike him like a blow. My beloved pets? The ones you slaughtered? It was me. I was actually thinking about the more impressive ones downstairs, and not the ones right here in the way. Well, yeah. Sorry about that, but, you know. There are important experiments taking place down here. You have to leave. The squatters look at each other. Then they look at your blade. They are terrified, but Dara says, "We are hungry people and desperate. We aren't afraid to admit it. There are fields of mushrooms below, big fields, enough to feed many people. And the cave is free of the blight. We could keep growing them. You can't let the wizards destroy them with their experiments." Yes, actually I can, if there's even a slight chance that they will cure the blight entirely. The experiments are for the good of Avernum. You believe that? You really believe the wizards can still help us? Well, yes. They have done nothing, and they will continue to do nothing. That is not true. You have been to the tower. You have met them. They are barely sane. Their experiment will fail, and we will be denied those fields. You can't let that happen. I can, and I will. This is your last warning. Leave or I will kill you. Dara's head drops, defeated. He turns and consults with the other squatters. There is a brief, subdued conversation, then he turns to you. All right. This is wrong. It is a crime. No, it's not. There is a chance. Come on, man. But I will not surrender the lives of my friends. We will go and trouble the tower no more. But remember, when the wizards waste more fields of mushrooms, the lives that food could have saved. I mean, seriously. The food down here in these caves, even if they're kind of large fields, they would only have lasted for so long, you know? It's not a long-term solution at all. It doesn't help you in the short term, I get that. But, you know, really, you have to... Sometimes you just have to look at the larger picture, and when your own personal situation doesn't allow you to do that, well, someone else, like us in this case, has to force you to do it. Even if it's, you know, even if it sucks. How are you so sure the experiment will be a failure? We ask now that everything's said and done. He laughs bitterly. We have been here for months. This is not the first experiment of theirs we have seen. We know how their work ends. But now they want no more witnesses, so we must leave. The squatters pack up the things and begin to depart. None of them look at you as they go. Well, that's fair. I mean, yeah, obviously the game hinted at him probably dropping a pretty decent sword if we had chosen to, you know, to kill him. But honestly, I'm really glad that the game actually gave me a peaceful solution to this and didn't force me to slaughter these people. So that's a nice change of pace. We do get an iron short sword, which is obviously not very good. So, thanks but no thanks. Ooh, that's exactly what you already have. What you both already have. Never mind. Leather armor, meh. Iron shield. I mean, that's what you have. That's what you could have, except, of course, you can't really. I mean, arguably, I should give him a sword rather than a shield rather than a sword, because, well, I do sometimes like having him run into melee and stab something. Eventually, his hit chance is just going to be too low to make that even slightly worth it. Right, that's still fine encumbrance-wise. And, yeah, you know. So it's just not gonna be worth it at some point. Steel javelins, thank you. And that's it, huh? Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that these people didn't really have much in terms of amazing treasure. But the real question is, were these wolves also theirs? Probably not. Nope, of course not. They were put there by the mages. Ooh, what's this? We can't open that for some reason. Okay. Just an alternate way around. Oh. Okay. Still missing a lot of those spiny crawlers. Still only 2 out of 5, right? Well, there might be another one over this way. Or maybe not. Save. I also kind of need to end this episode, even though it's kind of awkwardly in the middle of this cave exploration. Well, we're almost done with this map here, so let's see. Okay. Nothing here, no buttons, no nothing. Okay, well, that's that. Huh. What are these wargs guarding, though? And is there a way for us to... Right, okay, that was this part as well. And they're guarding the nests, obviously. Okay, that's too close, apparently. Yeah, these are really tough, though. Can't tell if there's something lying there for us to pick up. There might be. But there's probably something nice inside here. We can actually take a sneak peek. Even if it costs us our life. Thick wool tunic. Okay. I mean, armor obviously isn't anything special. Cold resistance could be useful for someone. I mean, is he the one who's weak to cold? Kind of, by comparison, but it's, you know, actually his cold resistance is pretty decent right now. Lulus might still be kind of on the low side for being... for having the same kind of defense debuff, I guess. Disadvantage. So maybe that's something for her. Actually weaken this thing's armor because they are quite tanky. Okay, I mean they don't deal absolutely devastating damage, and they only attack once per round. That's certainly very useful, to say the least. Of course, yeah, as it is, we can't really keep up with the damage they deal if they all focus on one person. Okay, I just wanted to see how bad they would be, and it seems like they're not that bad, necessarily. What do we have in here? A dagger and a lovely crystal, and that's that? Really? So not worth it at all, just for the stuff that's on the ground. Oh, weird. Speaking of stuff on the ground, though. Can you walk around? Not really. Come on, go there. Nope, there's nothing there. So there's really no reason to kill these wargs if I can kill them. And it seems like I might be able to. In fact, these should be susceptible to daze, at least in theory. So, yeah, taking one or two out of them, out of the equation for a time, and then, you know, yeah, that should make this possible for sure. But what's in these nests is not really anything amazing at all, unless they drop something. There doesn't seem to be a reason to fight these at all. I mean, also, they were put here as defenders for these caves, right? And we're not really here. I mean, we're here to help the owners of these caves. You'd think that they probably wouldn't be particularly excited about us killing their guardian creatures, but they also didn't explicitly tell us not to, or warn us about them, for that matter. So, I guess I'll try. I mean, if nothing else, they're gonna be worth some experience, I suppose, and we always need that. So yeah, next time, the wargs, and well, I guess we'll have to take a look at these fungal caves for lack of anywhere else to go. Well, except we could maybe look around up here and then maybe find the rest of those crawlers. But yeah, anyway, rest of these caves next time. For the time being, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.